go. Hi, Michael. Good morning. Hi. Guys, I was going to say, I'm going live. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok at the same time. I've been dual streaming. I said, man, I'm like running on E today. I ended up, I said, I woke up like in the morning. Oh my God. And like the dog had me like in like a Tetris move. Like I literally had one leg up over here, like all bent, and then the other one was going this way. And it was like the complete, so it was like this. Oh, that sucked. So I ended up only getting like 4 hours sleep because I said my dog, he just slept rough last night. And if he sleeps rough, I sleep rough. You know what I mean? Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I do love it when people stop by to see me, especially first thing in the morning. I try to get on here every day if I can. Please, good morning, honey, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I said I am live on TikTok. I'm also live on YouTube. So if you don't have me on one, or have me on both, add me on both, all that good stuff. I do follow back, and I said I love it when people follow me. Good morning, all. Welcome through. So what I do, and I said I typically am on here like first thing in the morning, like I get up, get my coffee. I'm earlier than normal. I've been coming on like late. Like I'm not even meaning to. It's like I'll get up and I'm like, okay, well here, let me just work for a little bit, and then I'll kind of get sucked into it, and then I look and I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I decided to come live before I get into it today. So it's going to be another lovely day. Like I said, I hope everybody has an amazing day. Because you know what? You guys fucking deserve it. Like, shit, I deserve it too. So I said, we're live on TikTok. We're also live on YouTube. I like it when people follow both. Hi, J Rob. What's happening? Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. I will never ask you guys for anything that isn't free. Tapping the screen, totally free. 100% totally free. So, like I said, the best things in life are free. So liking the live, it's free as fuck. Last time I checked, free as fuck. Like, and I think on TikTok, don't they give you like a free heart me or something a day? They did. I don't know if it's still there, but so I'm just saying, if you get the option of the free, like I said, I will never ask you guys for anything that isn't free. So, I mean, if you get the free heart me option, just do me a favor, just click it. Like, why not? I don't expect anybody to spend any money on me, nothing like that. But just, if the free one pops up, click it. Like, I'm cool for that. So, and where are you from? I'm from Delaware. It's very boring here, J Rob. Where are you from, honey? Yeah, people are like, what? Like, I'm normally the only person that anybody online has ever met from Delaware. I'm holding it down for my state. It's like me and Biden and like four other people. And we're all related. No, I don't know. I hope I'm not related to Biden. Okay, his wife did use to teach down at my college. Okay, so yesterday they had, and I said I do the weird news in the morning, so I'll do trending topics. So I'll do whatever's like, trending pretty much. Like trending topics, weird news, whatever I come across, and I'm like, okay, jot down, and I'm like, all right, I'll talk about it in the morning. So I said I will I like there's been a lot of stuff. Obviously, it's only been 11 days since everything happened with Charlie Kirk. And so that's been like a very big topic. Now, yesterday they had the memorial, and I didn't watch all of it, right? But I did watch his wife's speech, and I like listen. I give her credit, okay? Like that's a lot to go through, and especially in that way. And then knowing that that video's out there online must be rather like unsettling. Like I'm just saying, like I can't imagine what she's like dealing with. But so she got up yesterday, and their religion was a big part of like who they are, and that's like I said, I'm not, but like for, so she got up yesterday at the memorial service and said that she forgives the guy that did it. Like he was a young kid, all that stuff. Like forgives the guy that did it. So I'm gonna go through all my Charlie Kirk news, and then I'll move on to other stuff. I give her credit. I don't know that I could forgive somebody that did something like that to me. She just found out she's pregnant with her third baby too. I don't know that I'm like, I mean, I give her credit for being a big person and holding true to her beliefs and her religion and all that stuff. But I don't know that I could do it, especially as quick as she did. Like not saying quick, but you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes people years to reach that point. Have you guys ever seen where they have the programs, like if somebody's been unalived, right, their family like can opt to go and speak to the person. Like I said, I don't know if I could. I'll be real. I don't know that I'm that big of a person, but they say it actually helps you heal a bit. Like, there's like a program where as long as like the prison inmate and as long as like the family decides that it's going to be copacetic and we're just going to sit down and have a talk. A lot of people have said that it helps them heal. I don't. Like I said, I feel like that's rather big of her, and I don't know that I could be. I've disliked people for less. You know what I'm saying? Like I have disliked people for less. So that was what was yesterday. There also, like I said, there's a thing going around. Guys, welcome through. Hi, Big. How are you? I said, guys, I'm live on YouTube and I'm also live on TikTok. So make sure you go follow me on both. Also, my website is back there. Edgeoftheeasel.com. If you get a couple minutes, even just good, that's solid, Big. What you doing today? You working? But so if you get a couple minutes, I'm not even saying anybody has to go and buy something. Just going and looking at the site 100% helps me like out in the long run. So make sure to go do that. I said I just started going live on YouTube like a few months ago, and it's really like hit or miss. So do me a favor, guys. Tap the screen like the live. Like, gonna go do laundry. Oh gosh, I do not miss the days of having to run to like the laundromat. When I first moved into my house, it did nice humps. You're doing good before that one, Big. Yeah, Pookie, good morning, honey. Guys, welcome through. I do not miss those days, though. But so I said they're talking about the kid that did this, right? And I say 22. I know that's technically an adult, but it's, I'm like 45. You know what I mean? Good morning, Pookie. What's going on, y'all? Welcome through. Tap the screen. Tapping the screen is free. I like it when people stop by to see me. I said I'm normally on here every morning. I'm trying to get on earlier. And I ended up, I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. Like my dog, he takes over the bed. He's a little dog. He's only like this big. But man, that motherfucker will be like doing snow angels and shit in like the middle of the bed. I'm like, good morning, Cyberboy. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. But like I said, liking live is totally free. Bobby, good morning. And like I said, if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you it's just the other chat. I've been dual streaming. Did you? Oh, happy belated, honey. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Guys, good morning. Welcome through. I love it when people stop by to see me. Also, if you sub to me or follow me, I will gladly do it back. So, I like that. You're up early. I know, Cyber. I decided I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up, and as soon as I get up, I'm just going to go live. Like, rather than sitting down, because, like, I get up early, but I get distracted very easily. So I said, I'll sit down to, like, start doing shit. And the next thing I know, I look and I'm like, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. What the fuck? So I am trying to get on here earlier. I'm from Iran. Okay, hi Mohammed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so that's what kind of like I said, the last 11 days has been, hey Dragon, what's happening, baby? The last 11 days, this has been like a big topic. So I do trending topics. Oh yeah, I'm amazing, baby. How are you, Dragon? I can tell it's early, not used to seeing all my life. Yeah, I used to get up. I'll tell you what, Cyber. I used to get up when I first started live streaming. I would get up at like 4 a.m. like every day. I would get up, jump online. It was like a great way to start the day. Now won't be on the other app anymore. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I'm here. I'm here, Dragon. Like I subbed all your awesome, Cyber. I will put a sub back on you as soon. I don't know if there's a way I can do it when I'm live on YouTube. So I'll take a look when I get off there and sub back to you. Friends for life, BFFs. So they were talking about, like I said, what happened with Charlie Kirk, all that stuff. Oh, thank you, Junior Honey. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen. I heard a rumor that all the coolest people in the world like the live. I heard a rumor that like super ridiculously like gorgeous and like good looking people like the live. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Just saying. What you been up to? I've been working a lot. I was going to say between like work and pool and family, that's been kind of like taking over my life. I started doing amateur pool, y'all. And so I joined a couple leagues. And that's been like, yes, friends with life. Like, I've just been kind of like, I don't know, diving into it. I said my area, because it's a pretty rural area. Anywhere you go is like a dive bar. Like they have like, have you ever been into a dive bar? Why do they all have like the same wood paneling? Like they have the same wood paneling. You know what I mean? What you been up to, Dragon? How's everything going? Guys, welcome through. Also, if you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. I kind of ramble, so if I get off topic, you're like, Renee, go back to it. Like, that's fine. So, they were talking about the guy that did that, like, been doing my film projects. It's solid, which it got good. It's a dive bar staple, right? That like weird wood paneling. Like you would think, like I don't know, I don't understand. But so that's how every place is around me. Like you'd go in and it's like the wood panel, and it's just like, as soon as I see the wood panel. And here's my thing too. I do not understand why people like karaoke. Like I can see why it would be big in some place like New York City, because you're getting lots of people in a bar. You're getting, some people are going to be good, some people are going to be not good, some people are going to da 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 da. When you go to a dive bar and they're having a karaoke night, it's literally painful. I can't deal with it. If I go out and I find, like, I'm like getting cranky in my old age. Like I'm like, oh god, it's karaoke night. And I'll like go in, shoot a couple games of pool, and then I'm like, all right, I'm out. Like I can't fucking hang. Like I cannot hang. Any karaoke night I've ever been to, I've been to bigger ones, been smaller ones. Like I said, the bigger ones aren't that bad. They're not like they're not great. I'm still not like a super, like some people, and people in my area get so hyped for karaoke. Ah, it's karaoke night. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? I haven't been to a bar in 4 years. It's the laugh for me, right? I said nobody ever said anything. And Dragon, nobody's ever said anything to me in person about my laugh ever. It was like I started live streaming, and I was like, wait a minute, I have a weird laugh. Do I? Oh, like I literally didn't know. But so like you'll get like, okay, so you go out to karaoke and it's literally like the same four people getting up, right? Let me turn my battles off. The battles are going crazy already. But like the same four people, and they're getting up and they're just shouting into a microphone. Like there's feedback going on. Like I said, I can see a place like, because people are, and can't say it to your face. No, I was gonna say, I don't even think that it's like I was gonna say, Cyber, I don't even think it's like a bitch type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I worked in an adult store for like 7 years. I've had a lot of fun in my lifetime. But I just think, I don't know, maybe people think it and they just don't. I think when people type it, they just kind of, what's ever on the top of your brain. I have my friend, I was going to say, Cyber, I have a friend named Pete who comes through my live streams. He comes out here and there and shoots pool with me and whatnot. And I asked him the one day, I love your laugh, it makes me laugh. Oh, good, because I'm not very funny. So I need it. I'm going to force my humor onto you through weird laughs. You know what I mean? But I said to my friend Pete the one day, he was in my live and somebody said something about my laugh. And I said, Pete, I've known Pete for, I'm 45 now. I think I met him when I was like 26, 27. And I was like, Pete, how come you never told me like I had a weird laugh? Like I didn't know. I legit did not know. And he stops and he's like, well, I just figured you already knew. And I'm like, no, I really didn't. I'm trying to get into the adult sport. Well, I don't do it anymore. I was going to say, Cyber, I don't do it anymore. It can be good. Like I said, it is definitely a unique life working in an adult store. It's very unique. It would be a great way. You never know what's going to come in. Like, and I said some shops are really nice and the other ones are just like shit. The one I worked at was really nice. So, you know what I mean? It wasn't like it wasn't like people, like, you know, I can say this too. Nobody ever propositioned me for anything in person. I'm like, so I guess they figured that if we did that there, that we would offer. I don't know. But so, I said the memorial service was yesterday, and that was like a big thing, you know? So they're talking about the guy now. They're trying to figure out why this guy did this, right? And here's my thought. I was talking about this on here yesterday. I said, regardless of which side you play for or whatever, politics is all about pushing agendas. So whether you're liberal, conservative, it don't matter. Like, people push their agendas. Like, they want to convert you to what they, you know, or they want you to be educated about it, or they want you to, whatever, right? So now they're coming out and they're talking about, Juliet, what's going on, baby? They're talking about how the guy that unalived him was seen like kissing his trans boyfriend the one day, like, you know, and I'm like, So I don't know how much I like. Here's the thing, and I've said this a lot. Like, I don't want to be a celebrity. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine being a celebrity and you get invited to all these big events. Hi, I don't know what your name is, but all these big events, and you're like, okay, well, they'll have security there, but the rest of the time you're just walking around like by yourself. You're like, you go to the grocery store, chilling to my. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Juliet. And I said, guys, I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you it is just the other chat. But so they're trying to, and I don't think they've said a specific reason. Like, yes, his beliefs were a big part of, obviously, like, why, and especially the how it happened. But like, they're trying to kind of piece it together. There's people in the world that don't need to be provoked to do shit. Hold on, I can't see anything real quick. There are people in the world that are just fucking nuts. And that's the thing. I've had people that have been like a little crazy with me, but I've never had anybody. Like, I would like to have, like, are you married? No, I'm not married. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. I can't see. I can see through one eye. But there are people that are just straight crazy. Like, they don't even need, like, a reason to do something. And when they get fixated on somebody, it just makes it even worse. They had actually said that the university he was speaking at was, they had gotten it was like a letter. Like, they were a petition. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, it starts with a P. It's early, y'all. I just got my caffeine in me. But so, there had been a petition going around the university of like 6,000 people. I think it's good for people to have discussions. I don't think that anybody, and then people have been responding to it. Like, people are getting in trouble for their thoughts on it. I said, I feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his kids. Like, 100%. Like, I wasn't even trying, bruh. I wasn't even trying to find the video. Like I said, I'm not affiliated either way, but it's been a hot topic lately. And, the very next morning I got up and like on TikTok and what? But I got up on TikTok and the first thing I seen was like the unedited video. And I'm like, I'm eating breakfast and shit, and that was like the first thing. So I said, I'm not affiliated either way. I think that general discussions, general topics, like people debating, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's behind the whole freedom. This is your makeup in your face. This is like yesterday's makeup on my face. Hey, good morning, honey, guys. What's going on? Welcome through. Welcome through. I said I am getting my shit together, y'all. So, all right. Did you guys see the Office Depot? Like, good morning, honey. There was these kids from the university that went to go get, and I said this is kind of been going viral, like all that stuff, and they ended up, like, I guess they went to go, when they did the prayer visual for him, they went, oh, thank you, Summer. Here, let me put a follow back on you. I love it when people stop by to see me, and I love it when people follow me, unless it's in person. I prefer that people follow me online. What phone you have? I was going to say it's my backup phone, whatever my backup phone was. But so they went to Office Depot, right? And I'll pose this question to y'all, right? Because so Office Depot, they went there to go print off like his flyers for the prayer vigil, right? And Office Depot denied it because they said they don't work with political things. Like, they don't print off political stuff. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay. But here's my thing is, as a business, regardless, why would you, I know that the person that turned it down did not, so that video has been going viral too. I know that the person that turned it down obviously doesn't like own Office Depot, you know what I mean? But like, as a business, why would you turn down any type of money for anything? And I'll pose this question to you. So, okay, I had a friend that was a tattoo artist, right? And she was telling me the one day that she refuses to do any type of, your hair really blue. No, I'm not a unicorn. I wasn't born with like blue hair. But so here's my question to you. Say you guys are a tattoo artist. She said that she would never do hate tattoos, which I understand. I'm not saying that she should. It's her choice as a tattoo artist, what she does and what she doesn't do. But it was just a question that kind of popped up in my head. Like, even if you don't believe in it, as an artist, isn't it just your job to get it on the person's skin? Like, it's not necessarily, And that was like what I had said to her. I'm like, well, the prayer hands and religious symbols are like the number one of the number one things that get people get tattooed. You know what I'm saying? So like, it would that, but wouldn't that can be considered as affiliated with religion? Like, I'm not saying that anybody should hate anybody else. I love everybody until they give me a reason not to. You know what I mean? Like, I love everybody just in general, unless they're like a tool bag. If somebody's an asshole, then they're just an asshole. Like, people can change. We'll talk once you change, but otherwise. But so, what do you guys think? Do you think that that's something that she should do? Should that have been something that she, and I get the fact that she doesn't want her name out there affiliated with this, but my thought was, just as an artist, it's not necessarily your job to judge what other people get on them. Like I said, I try to play a lot of devil's advocate in my head, and I hadn't even thought about that before. And I was like, so what's your name? My name is Ren. Yeah, guys, welcome through. Oh, and I said, Z, you'll love this one. The other day, this is totally off topic, right? Look up Farrah Abraham's video. I've been talking about it all week. She has a video that's going viral right now. K Earth 101 last name. What's that, Bobby? Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. But yeah, so there's a video of Farrah Abraham's where she's taking like a massive dump. And it's been circulating on the internet. And when I tell you, are you putting on makeup? Yes. Yes, I am putting on makeup. Yeah. Okay, good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. I'm getting my caffeine and McQueen. What's up, Nor? How are you? And I said, everybody's welcome in here. Like, but so what do you, I'm curious, like, what are you guys' thoughts on it? Like, is that something that she, oh, radio station back in the, oh, okay. But so what do you guys think? Like, if you were a tattoo artist and somebody came to you and said, hey, I want, like, this symbol tattooed on me, and it was anti-Semitic, or it was, like, a racist, like, would you guys tattoo it? Or not, because like I said, I think as an artist, it's your job to be objective. Like, it's not your job to give me your number. I'm good. He's been in here like, is your hair really blue? Like, yeah, I was born. I'm magical, man. This is fucking magical. But give me your number. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. But so, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's an interesting, like, kind of thing to think about. Like, I'm not saying that anybody should get hate tattoos. I'm actually really against it. You know what I mean? Just kidding. Okay. But, you know what I mean? Like, but is it, when you're an artist, is it really your job to, because I said in that same breath, you could turn somebody down for coming and being like, I want prayer hands, or, you know what I mean? Like, I get that it's a different thing. But, and I said I play a lot of devil's advocate in my head, like, well, is that a good idea? And I just thought that was, I'd never even really thought about it before. And I thought, well, that's, I can see you don't want your name associated with anything. How old are you? I'm 45. I can see that you don't want your name, like, somebody shows a tattoo off and they're like, oh, where'd you go to get that? Oh, I went over here. But at the same time, like I said, as an artist myself, like, is it your job to judge what people put on themselves? Like I said, I see both sides of it. Like, Cyber, he's like Captain Obvious, man. Is your hair really blue? That's definitely Brittany. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. I do love it when people stop by to see me. I am hey Britt, how are you, honey? Guys, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're getting caffeinated. We're getting our day ready. Like, hi baby, hi Josh. What's going on? Guys, welcome through. Like I said, make sure you go follow my other social media. You can find me wherever you want. I think that's why he kept retracting them. He was like, oh shit, that was dumb. Like, I'm waiting for next to be like, do you have tattoos? But, like, is my hair really blue? That was an interesting question. Like, is there anybody in the world whose hair is actually just blue from birth? Like, their baby pops out, oh shit, it's got blue hair. Like, I'm pretty sure I will go on some record books for that. Like, it gets kind of bluish as people get older, but I'm like, you know, do you have tattoos? Oh God, that question, when it comes through, it absolutely drives me nuts. It does happen. It certainly has. Like, hey Sean, how are you? Like it's definitely a question that does. Hey, Dragon. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. There is pink, blue, purple in my hair. Yeah, there's more than just pink, blue, and purple as far as hair colors go. Like there's a lot more. So if you guys don't see like the chat that I responded to, I promise you it's actually there. I'm just talking to the other chat. So, but so okay. So I said I'll go through all like my Charlie Kirk stuff and get that out of the way, and then I can move on to other topics. No. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know if there's any more. No, maybe. Oh, okay. I was gonna say they also, this was in the thing too. There are a lot of people change their hair color. I'm aware. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said there's more than just those three colors. Yeah. But so they went and they looked at the actual, the object that he was unalived with. I don't want to say the B word on here. But so the way that it hit, right? They had said that it could have not thankfully, you get what I'm saying. It could have, if it had been like a millimeter, or something really, really close. If it had been just over a little bit more to the left, it would have passed right through him and it would have hit more people. So I was like, wow, like that's, I mean, it's, the whole thing's crazy. And I said, like, I try really hard to not touch on like serious heavy duty topics, but like I said, it's been a lot lately. Like it's been I went to my friend's room the other day who's from Australia, and he was like, dude, I heard about what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because I'm thinking like, what has Australia heard about us, you know what I mean? And he was like, well, I heard that you guys had this thing happen at a college campus. And I was like, damn, all the way in Australia they heard of that shit. So, you know what I mean? And I said, like, a lot of it has been people responding to it. That's also been viral videos, like, all that stuff. Um, yeah, so I said his memorial service was yesterday. Um, let's see. Okay, no. All right, we're moving on from that. Okay. Oh yeah, so did you guys see too that they're having like this protest in the United Kingdom? Like apparently Trump's supposed to come there soon. And just go on and watch the videos. The fucking shit that they are making, like the replicas of him. People, I'm 46. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But so I that's definitely but so there was over 3 million people protesting. They had balloons made up of him. They had like all these like people were making like paper mache statues with it. They were actually pretty funny. Like they were actually pretty funny. I got the hiccups. There was a 13-year-old recently in Washington State that was actually arrested because he pretty much had. Hold on, I'm gonna hold my breath and think of pineapples. It works. If you get the hiccups, hold your breath and military baby. Gotcha, Josh. I hate the hiccups. Every time I drink, I'm not drinking this morning, but every time I've ever drank, like I always end up getting the hiccups, and then I'll sit there for like 3 hours hiccuping. Like I absolutely hate that. But so there was a 13-year-old in Washington State who ended up that he got arrested recently because apparently he had an arsenal in his house that was like ready to go. Like they got a tip that this was going on, and they said that he had literally had an arsenal like built up in his house. I'm like, God damn, how big was his room? Like, what the fuck? Do you guys know who? A random question. Like I said, I'll do influencer news too. Do you guys know who Donut Mom is? Sure, videos will normally say dinner with a lazy stay-at-home mom of three. I don't have a personal issue with her, obviously. Like, I've seen her videos and whatnot. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she does YouTube, too. But so, she, like, I mean, I feel kind of bad for her. Like, she's a bigger lady, you know what I mean? And I'm not hating on her for that. I said I lost like 150 pounds, like, you know what I mean? Like, at one point I was bigger. I'm only like 5'1", you know. Aw, thank you, soul. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. You are wonderful. But so she ended up, they invited her to be in a plus size runway fashion show up for New York Fashion Week, right? And people are like trashing her online because she walked down the runway and she had on an evening gown with a pair of slides. Like people, and I said, I've seen her comments before on her videos. She'll make dinner. You know, she is, keep up the amazing vids. Oh, thank you, Soul, honey. You're pretty incredible yourself, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. But so if you haven't watched her, like, I think she had a video that went viral at one point in time because she gave her kid like a whole plate of donuts for breakfast. And you know how people are on here, like, wah! I'm like, dude, every once in a while your kid can have a donut. That's not a big deal. But so people, they literally rip her to shreds in her comments. Like, they're like, oh, you're just trying to have your kid look like you. And then you have the people that are nice and they're like, I know it's, so your hair is red. No, even when I had red hair. Aw, look at my little crown. Thank you, soul, honey. I appreciate you. But like, so I said, it's like people rip it to shreds. But yeah, even when I dyed my hair red, it was me dyeing my hair. Like, I don't think anybody has bright red hair like Ronald McDonald color hair. Like, I think even Ronald McDonald dyed it that color. But so you know, like I said, I do kind of feel bad for her because I can't imagine posting a video and having 90% of it. Lacey, good morning, honey. I cannot imagine. Like, can you imagine how that would make you feel as a human? Like, you're gonna get good comments, you're gonna get bad comments. That's any video that people post. Like, people are welcome to have opinions. It's the internet, all that good stuff, right? And so, I was gonna say, hold on, where are you from? I don't know what your name is. What is it? Just Kay? Out of curiosity. But so when I tell you, like, people, like, if you get a chance today, just look up Donut Mom, right? Because when I say, like, oh, thank you, Lacey, you guys are wonderful. I said, guys, I don't expect anything. Everything I earn, I put back into my small business. It's back here. Great way to segue into it, right? Edgeoftheeasel.com. I love it when people stop by and check out my site, like 100%. But people literally, I can't imagine posting a video and having 90% of it just be hate. Like, that would make you like a little. I will leave. Okay, I didn't say you had to leave. Are you going? Okay, have a good one. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's, I like, I can see where that would kind of like, I'm sure a lot of people would stop posting because of it. Like, I give her credit for still posting, but like, people are so, and then she's, like I said, I don't want to judge other people's life. Where are you now? I'm in my house in Delaware. Yeah, it's very boring here, so I live stream a lot. But so you'll see, like, in her videos, right? She has something that I've absolutely never heard of before. She has this thing, like, people are talking about the flies in her house. They're talking about maggots being in her house. They're talking about like, just all sorts of, like, I'm not bullshit when I tell you that one day she's been trying to do TikTok shop sales, right? And she was doing, like, it was like a snack, like, I don't know, it was like a pudding snack or some shit. And I swear to God, I did see this. Like I said, I try to be objective. She posted this video herself. I mean, you're in Russia or Australia? I'm in neither. Yeah, I'm in the US. Yeah. Do I sound Russian or Australian? Out of curiosity? I'm pretty, well, I was going to say, those are pretty distinct accents, like, especially Australian, like, or other. I'm from the US. But, so she has this, and I said, I've never seen anybody do this before, but she has free range rabbits. Normally when people do free range stuff, it's outside, right? So there was Robert. What's going on? Good morning, honey. How are you, baby? But so, she has free range rabbits that run around in her house. We know what rabbits do. Okay, what is the name of your street? Why would I tell you the name of my street address? Like that does like why would I tell you the name of my street address? Like do people really give that? Hey Betty. Like people are online giving out their street address like that? Like for what? You're gonna eat what the fuck random? Yeah, he's had some random stuff this morning. Random already. And I said, guys, if you hear me talking to somebody that are not in your chat, I promise you she'll see their chat. I'm doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time. I started doing YouTube a few months ago when they started talking about maybe getting rid of it. And I said, I am up to almost at 1,000. I will come to you. I'm good. I'm good, Kay. Nah, I'll save you some money on an airplane ticket. Where are you at, Kay? Is English your first language, honey? Like, I ain't trying to talk shit to somebody. He said he's 46. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. But so, yeah, so I keep like losing. Just kidding. Okay. But, I don't know. So, like I said, but I've never heard of somebody having free range anything that lived in the house. Like, have you guys ever heard about that? Like, can you imagine, like, okay, oh, I got free range hamsters. So they just walk around your house and poop. And so she's got rabbits and they're free range rabbits. So she's doing these TikTok shop videos, right? We love TikTok shop. But she's doing these TikTok shop videos, right? And she's literally got that thing that you hula hoop with. It's like the thing that, you know, the pink thing that goes around your waist and you hula hoop with it, right? She is doing that and she's literally got rabbit shit all on the like back behind, like she's in her, yeah, I've never heard of it either, like that was new. But so she's literally got rabbit shit all over her bedroom floor. But like, wouldn't you check behind you if you're gonna make a video? Like, wouldn't you, I'm just saying, at least sweep up in that spot. I'm not saying clean just because you're making a video, but like, it's like when somebody takes a picture in the bathroom and they're like the whole fucking mirror is just covered in shit. You're like, dude, why wouldn't you just wipe that off before you took it? But yeah, so she's literally got rabbit shit everywhere. And then I've watched her cooking videos and they're not overly impressive. Like, I mean, I like to cook. I know everybody starts somewhere, but I just don't understand her reasoning with stuff. So then she's doing this other thing, right? So she's trying to sell products, right? Well, normally when people sell products, they check around them to make sure that everything looks good. Common sense is not going. Yeah, and like I don't know if maybe she's rage bait. I don't think she's rage baiting because I am not a fan of people normalizing filth. Like, yes, houses are supposed to be lived in. Yes, it's okay if there's a little clutter. But when it's like dirty, and you got kids living in it, that's where I kind of have the issue. Especially, I mean, if you're a stay-at-home mom, like, clean. Like, I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, clean. Like, you're stay-at-home mom. That's your job, is to stay at home and be a mom. So it's like, I kind of think that that's part of it. Like, I understand kids are going to make messes. That's just how it is. Like, if you have a small child, do not beat yourself up. Especially if you have multiple small children. Do not beat yourself up if your house is, like, not perfect. It'll get there one day. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, when you've got, like, people are making comments about all the flies whizzing past your face in your videos. Or they're talking about, like, look at this fork. She was doing the dishes. It's got a maggot rolling down it. She made soup the one night, and it had a cockroach that had fallen in it. And I also believe that people edit videos, I'm sure. I actually seen this on her page, and people were like, yo, there's a fucking cockroach in it. Like, what the fuck? What a bug. You know what I mean? So she's making this video, and it's for, like, TikTok shop. She's doing, she's trying to sell stuff, I guess, get her, like, revenue up and whatnot. And so, Jay, okay, cool. What's up, man? But so, and this is no bullshit. This was in the video that she posted on her page. Like I said, if I'd seen somebody else repost it, I might have been like, it's probably edited, right? So, you use Instagram. I do, Jay. I was going to say, it's anywhere you go, my social media, just Misfit Ren. Super easy to find me, you know? I do use it. I kind of use it more just for posting. Like, I'll go out live on it, like, every great once in a while, but, you know. So, she's making this video, and she's, like, eating stuff, right? Like, it was, like, some sort of pudding pack type thing. And I shit you not, I can honestly say I've never had cockroaches. I understand that sometimes it happens. I understand, especially when you live in apartments, that somewhere next door gets cockroaches. Guess what? You're gonna get it too. I, but I, like I said, I'm not like a neat freak, but I do clean. Like I do clean. I keep my house. I'm not one of those people that's like, I can't sleep if there's dishes in the sink. Oh no, I can go to sleep. I just get them tomorrow. But so I've seen it myself. There was literally, as she's sitting there eating and she's trying to sell this product, there is a cockroach that climbs out from behind her head and rolls up the wall. And I'm like, sis, like you need to, like, people post that stuff and then they wonder why CPS is at their door. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, wouldn't you watch the video before you post it, especially if you know that you have a bug problem? Like, wouldn't you sit back and just be like, well, and then at the same time, because like I said, this was her official video on her page. At the same time, there was a cockroach that crawled out behind her. I seen a fly whiz past her face, and I'm like people are showing she's doing videos of her doing the dishes in her kitchen, right? She's like, I'm finally cleaning my house, and she's getting up and doing the dishes, and you could see the flies like hitting the window. I live in farmland. Houseflies are part of life where I'm at. Like, I mean, I live in farmland. Like, that's just how it is. But this is like, this is some different shit. Like, and but I'm like, how has CPS not come out? How has, like, because you know everybody and their mother, like every Karen on TikTok is like, oh no no no. Like I said, I think everything in moderation is always a good thing. Like, you don't want to be overly neat freak because then you spend your whole life cleaning your house. I always just feel like I hate doing dishes. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have to do them again tomorrow. Like, I hate doing laundry. I'll just, I have to do it again tomorrow. Like, fuck, you know what I mean, or whenever. But like I said, I'm not gonna stay up in the middle of the night like, oh, I haven't vacuumed my floor. Like, I know some people like that where they cannot go to sleep unless their house is like perfect. Nah. Nah, it ain't like that. It's not like that over here. I'm not like trying to throw stones, but like I said, I just keep looking at her videos, right? They keep popping up. And I'm like, does she, like, she really just post shit? Like, she doesn't check the background. Like, and then people are like, oh, I think she's rage baiting. I don't think she is. If you were going to rage bait, why would you want people to think that you're dirty? Like, I don't get, you know what I'm saying? I just think that she doesn't watch her video before she posts it. But I'm like, I will be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed as fuck. It doesn't really seem like it bothers her. So I said, if you guys get a chance, you can look her up. Her name's Donut Mom. Her display name something like Alexandra Sable. I will also never understand why people use their actual name as their username. Like, congrats, sis. You just gave everybody every piece of information that they could need to find you. And then it's these same people that'll be like, I don't know why CPS showed up at my door. Because every video, like I said, her cooking is not, I mean, it's, but the fact that the one, and I said this was posted on her page, right? Because I'm like looking at the comments, and people are like, yo, dude, for real, you got a roach in your food, like right there. Like, she made mac and cheese, and I looked up at it, and I was like, holy shit, because I said, I'll just go to look to see. And then you have those people, like the people that are trying to be positive, right? So, like, it's okay, mom, as long as they're fed and housed, they're fine. And it's like my mom was like a borderline hoarder when I was growing up. Like, she wasn't to the point where she would keep trash or anything like that. It was like random sewing patterns and magazines about like Martha Stewart living, and like, it wasn't anything that would cause bugs. So I'm like, but why, why? I just don't. So then you use your full name. You know what I mean? You use your full name on your TikTok, which means that everybody in the world, because that's a pretty unique name, everybody in the world has access to you. It's like, I get that there's only so far we can go as far as being live streamers to protect our identity, but I'm like, not. I'm not about, hi Roger, what's going on? I am not about like giving information out like that. Like I'll have people be like, hey, can I get your number? And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Because even your phone number, people can run it and find information on you. So, but yeah, go watch some of her stuff because I said it's very odd. Like that's probably the best way for me to put it is, Joe, what's happening? It's very odd. Because I said, if you would think that if all these people, long time no see, yeah, how you been, Roger? You hanging in there, Roger Dodger? But you would think like if people were jumping on you about cleaning your house, and they were jumping on you about having, oh no, it's right. What you doing, baby? I was gonna say you were just in here the other day. Oh, I love your face. I keep forgetting that's you. Thank you for reminding me. We're gonna get you like to put a little slash. Is that your real name, Roger? I was gonna say I never knew that. But like, if you knew that people were getting on you for bugs in your house, wouldn't you? No, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that don't even use like their real names and shit. But then people put their usernames as their actual first and last name. And it's like, yo, listen, I don't want people on the internet, like crazy people, knowing where I live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want everybody in the world to have access to me. And then especially when you have kids. Hi Mike, what's going on? How are you this morning, Nose? You hanging in there, Mikey? Good. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. Tapping the screen is free. I said everything I earn on my live streams, I just put back into my small business. So if you guys want to check it out, you can check it out. It's edgeoftheeasel.com. I have a lot of designs up there. I have a lot more to come. Like it's been a lot of work. It's She blocked me. I would never block you. I would never, ever, ever. Look at this face. Notice you see how serious I am? Hi, Amy. What's going on? And guys, I am on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. So make sure if you don't have me added on one, add me on one. And I was talking about this on here yesterday. Like I would block me. But so okay. So I thought this was great. I said I seen this yesterday. Hi, Amy. What's going on? I seen this yesterday and I thought this was absolutely beautiful. Right? Sharon and Kelly Osbourne, right? Like they have a new business venture. They've had their first pictures taken since like, do you know who I am? No, Amy. Yeah, I was gonna say if your name is anything other than name me. I liked. Cool. Well, thanks, Amy. I appreciate you. But so they had, and I mean, go look at the pictures. They're absolutely beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They've taken on this new business venture, and it's actually falconry. And the pictures are beautiful. You know, Sharon Osbourne's getting up there. She's still got like the bright red hair, you know, all that stuff. But like just seeing the pictures, like they're doing black and white pictures. I grant you, squatters, right, right. You're kind and pretty. Well, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Sometimes I'm smart, but not normally first thing in the morning. I'm going to sub. Awesome. I will sub back to you. But so if you get a chance, go check out like the pictures from it. I thought it was beautiful. Like they're both standing there and they got Kelly was oddly dressed. Like she had like one of those furry hats on where it comes down around the side. She's got like a flannel shirt on. Sharon Osbourne had like full head to toe black on. I was like, I mean, I don't know what made them get into that. These squatters, right? Isn't that funny? Oh my God, somebody said, you know what was funny, Nose? I didn't even realize that's what the audio was on that video. Like sometimes I'll just be posting shit and not like I'll look to make sure like there's nothing weird in the background. But a lot of times it just suggests whatever is like most popular. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And then somebody was like, they said something about how I needed some self-respect or something, and I was like, huh? And then I went back and I watched the video because I was like, what the fuck? Like this dude like went off on me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and then I went back and I was like, okay, that's actually pretty funny. So then I just left it like that. I was like, that's pretty funny. How it got to be an approved sound by TikTok is beyond me. Because they're pretty rigid. rigid would be a good way to put that. I think I told you this the other day when you were in your nest. But either way, I'm making sure that you get to experience the joy is of me not like I will look in the background, make sure like, I don't have anything embarrassing. Like, ever seen those pictures? There's one and it's a chick and she's in the bathroom taking a bathroom selfie, and no bullshit, on the wall behind her she's got something suction cup. And it's a big something. And I'm like, see, I would take it down after I used it. I had when I was younger, right? I can remember back in the day, and this was like so embarrassing. I said my mom was really religious. She was really, don't want to be rude, but how old are you? Maybe 21. I'll take that, Amy. That's not rude at all. I'll take that. No, I'm 45, honey. But so I had my mom came to visit me one time, and this is when I was with my ex-husband, right? And she goes, Renee. She goes to use the bathroom. She comes out. She's like, Renee, you got a sponge in your tub and it's vibrating. I did too. It's okay. Like, I did. I had to hang it. You got to hang a sponge up afterwards so it dries out. You can't just throw it back in there, you know? But yeah, I did. I tried telling her it was like for muscle aches and shit. She was like, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't believe that either. So, all right, let's see. I was gonna say Jeffree Star's been talking, and like Jeffree Star, I kind of agree with his opinions. Everybody says that he's like uber conservative and whatnot. I've never taken it that way from him. I just think that he's blunt, and he just says what he says. Like, you don't gotta accept it. You don't gotta not accept it. Like, either way, his opinions are, which that's how it kind of should be. Like, you don't have to agree with everybody to respect their opinion on stuff. You know what I mean? So he's been talking because I said people are like super, super worried about Eugenia Cooney, right? Like, super duper worried. She's very, very tiny. She was on a live stream the one day and she had kind of like an episode, right? Where she went to go take a drink of water and she like literally like almost threw up, like, that sort of stuff. Like, it was different. Like, you know what I mean? It was different. And then you could see her sit back and she's like, and then she's like, all right, guys, I'm going to get ready and get, like, she's very, very tiny. And she has admitted in past that she has ED. And, like, I get it. Like, people struggle, man. People struggle with this shit. Like, 100% they struggle with this shit. But so he said that she's currently away getting help. So maybe I'm hoping that was the wake up call for her, because everybody's been speculating like, oh, the neighbor said this. You okay? Yeah, I'm good, Rockstar. How are you, honey? Guys, I love it when you stop by to see me. If you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok right now. So I said I dual stream in the morning. I love it when y'all stop by to see me. And I said everybody's more than welcome in here. Everybody, including me. I'm welcome in my own room. Cool. But yeah, and tapping the screen is totally free. I always feel like I want to sit on the floor when I'm in here because like this is how I'm most comfortable. But then I find myself like wiggling a lot. Like, I don't know if maybe I don't have a computer chair. I'm like, it means I got to get a desk and blah blah blah, and like I'm good. But so he said that she like he didn't want to like go into her business too much, but he said that she is currently getting help. What that means, I don't know. Hopefully that means that she, that she, because if you look at like some of her older pictures from YouTube, and here's the thing is when you do YouTube, you do TikTok, people will say like she was normal size, and she would get comments about how she needed to lose weight and whatnot. And it's like, it really can, sometimes when you're a live streamer or when you're on social media, you have to have thick skin for it. But either way, if you have like tons and tons of people telling you one thing, at some point you might start to believe it. So I said she never looked like she was overweight to me, but like at the same time, the people that are negative on videos and people that are overly like rude on videos, like they normally have something that they're projecting. Like they're worried about their own weight, and that's why they feel the need to be like, you're fat, like look at you, because it makes people feel better to put other people down. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't And I know she was like super young when she started getting big and all that stuff. Like, I get it. But so I do help she's getting help. I do hope that, because it was like I said, it was on her live stream. She had tons of people in, so the videos were going around like crazy. Her outfit was ugly. That's what I have to say from that. That was my takeaway from that video. Like, oh man, I'm concerned, but also, man, that outfit was ugly. Like, it was like this gold and black dress with these big old poofy sleeves. Like, I don't know, it wasn't like a good look. Um, oh God, I seen this. I hate some trending videos. I hate it because like I'll have to jot it down, and I'm like, all right, let me remember to talk about this in the morning, right? So this woman, right, has gotten herself in a lot of shit. She's got herself in a lot of shit. She is in the car with her son, who sounds like a toddler, right? Like, and I don't think that she realized people, like, she'd caught the first minute of him, not even the minute, first couple seconds of him talking, right? So, and like, people are getting on her because I 100% understand why people are mad. It came off as super inappropriate. So she's sitting in the car and she's like, babe, what do you want to eat? And like, right at the beginning, you can hear the son say something, right? And you can tell that it's a child's voice. And so she does like this skit, right? Like, I guess it was a skit. I don't know what would make her do this right then, but it was wildly inappropriate. So that video is kind of going viral. But it's she's like, babe, what do you want to eat? What? No, not right now. Now, babe, don't leave my pants alone. Babe, come on. I just got done working out. It's musty. Like, and I don't think that maybe she realized that the first couple seconds they caught the audio of her son speaking. But people are pissed, and I don't blame them. Like, I'm like, why? I wouldn't even do that with my kids in the car. Like, make that type of video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, but it was like really weird. So people are, but I'm like, then what? She's gonna get all these people that call CPS, right? And then she's gonna be like, oh, why do people call CPS? Like, well, that's why, because you're an idiot. You know, so it's like, hey, Sheffer, good morning. But so, like, you guys can go on and look up the video. Like, it's woman being inappropriate in the car, and I said it doesn't show anything, and it's not her like having. I think that she was just filming a skit and didn't realize. But either, like I said, either way, like, why do you do that when you got your toddler in the car? Like, what? Like, I don't know what some people are fucking thinking. Like, so I said that's my only thing I can think of. But either way, I'm like, why do people even make videos like that? Like I said, it's one thing to be funny, but like what? Like what? What? Why? What? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Um. Oh yeah, I said, guys, I read about this one yesterday, but like I left it on there, so I'm just gonna talk about it again. There was an Ohio State Fair, right? They had a fatality recently, and it was like this one ride, right? And apparently this ride has been having a lot of issues, like this particular type of ride. So if you go to a fair, which I don't recommend, uh don't get on this one. If you see this one, there's this thing and it looks like a claw, right? And each one of these holds like 5 people, and it swings back and forth, turns all around, does all of this stuff, right? And people are like, ah, like, but so apparently they've had a lot of issues with this one particular carnival ride. Well, they had where it started going up and around, and there was literally an arm that broke off. So one chick was deceased because of it, and then like everybody else that was on that part of the arm is like in critical condition and like in the ICU and all that shit. So I'm just saying, carnival rides are sketchy as fuck. 90% of the time they're run by people that don't even understand. They're like, yeah, you just push the button. Normally, most fairs and most carnivals, they will have like one person that runs around and does the tech for everything. Like, not the tech, but like the engine, you know, hey, let me go fix it. But like, what if that dude's sick that day? What if, like I said, I've seen a lot of fairs and carnivals where like the shit just looks sketchy. So yeah, make sure you stay off that one. Make sure you stay off that ride. But I'm like, and that's kind of like a shame too, because it's not like if you go to an amusement park and you get critically injured, right? You're gonna walk away, and I'm not saying that this is great. No, it shouldn't happen. It just straight up shouldn't happen. But at least at amusement parks, you know that they have more than one mechanic. You know that they do routine maintenance on their shit. You know, like they have to do routine maintenance. Like they have to. So, but like on top of it, say you're hurt on a ride, right? You can sue them, and like I said, I'm not wishing this on anybody, but I'm saying like you can go like do a lawsuit, and they have business insurance. They have, for all you know, this guy could just be somebody that bought the stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Bought the stuff and then figured like, okay, well I can make some money just, da 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 da. I actually worked for a guy that did a traveling carnival, like he owned it. He had put up an ad somewhere for like a side, like he did a magic act too, and he wanted me to be like a sideshow assistant, and I've only worked at carnival one day in my whole life, like worked on the booths, and I absolutely hated it. It's hot. I was cranky. Whole bunch of people and their kids, like I had like a headache. Like I do not like dealing with other people's children. I do not. I love my own kids. I do not like other people's children. Like seriously, like there is not a time in my life that I've been crankier than when I went to Disney World. Like I was cranky and I admitted it. I was like, I told my family, I was like, I'm sorry for being a bitch. I'm really not trying to. I'm just getting really, really frustrated. And it's the kids, yes, but then it's the parents too. Like you're standing in line for a ride and you got somebody whose kids are like acting up and they're running Indian shit and they're stepping on their feet and you're like, dude, you ain't gonna correct them. Like you ain't gonna say stop. We're in a line. There's other people around you. Like the kids are running all over the place, jumping off stuff. Like tell your kids stop. You know what I mean? And it'll be like two moms and they're too busy having a conversation to watch their kids. I'm like, damn. I always feel bad, like, and a lot of people have seen this too, I'm sure. But like because people go live and they'll go live from any time of day. There's some people that are mothers to, and I'm not hating. Like everybody needs their outlet. Like I think it's good for mothers to be able to come and interact with people, especially stay-at-home moms, because when you're a stay-at-home mom, you really don't get that social interaction that people need to like serve. You know what I mean? Like it's one of our basic needs in life is we want other people. And so I'm not saying, but like you ever been in somebody's live stream and they're live streaming and their kids like screaming in the background and you're like, do you want to go check on them? No, they're fine. Like, okay, well, like normal kid play stuff is one thing, but like you'll have somebody who like their kids are just like literally tearing the house apart. They're like like I mean, just, and you're like, so you don't want to like go hang out with your kid, or you'll see the moms that are on here like 24 hours a day, and you're like, why don't you like log off and spend some time with your kid? Like it ain't that bad. Yeah, I was gonna say there was a big creator on here named Gabby Jacobson recently, and she ended up like her son got taken away by CPS because people were coming out, and she used to do all this mental health stuff. Like they kept calling, and so they kept coming out. But the thing is too, like even CPS, if they're thinking about, they can always Google you. They can always Google you. Yes, they want to go out and be unbiased. You know what I mean? They want to go out and see how the situation is. So they're not like, oh, I don't like that person, or oh, this or that. You know what I mean? They want to go out and as unbiased as possible, which I understand. But, here, let me see what we're at. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off for a minute. I'm going to go get me another cup of coffee and run my doggy outside. It's been over an hour, so I'm like, oh, he's going to be walking across like it. But so give me like, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes, and I'll be back on. I do love it when you guys stop by to see me. I need coffee, man. I had my first cup of caffeine today. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go now. So, but I do love you guys. I hope that you guys come and see me again. Like I said, give me 15, 20 minutes. I'll be right back on, okay? I love your faces. If I don't see you again today, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Like I said, give me 15, 20 minutes. I'll be back on, okay? I love you guys.